Welcome back to Uncovered America. I'm Terry Wood. Sports is an important part of American life. Football, baseball, hockey, basketball. There's another sport, though, that many people partake in, especially here in the West, and that's hunting. Today, we're going to take a look at the sport of hunting from a different perspective. Reporter Brett Blackham has the story.
For most people, when they hear the word sports, they think of a place like this, the field. For hunters, the field can be a much wilder place, and depending on what's being hunted, even wilder. For two friends, Granmar the Pillager and Shazbok the Defiler, their prey is somewhat controversial. Why? Well, for one, they're easier to catch and kill than cattle. What's their prey? Mankind.
We wander around a lot. We live in caves a lot. It's not a bad life, but we look very forward to the hunt every year.
Every year. Most people don't even consider hunting a real sport. They think it's like golf. Try tracking down a 300-pound man in a Subaru.
For most of us, monsters are imagined frights. They live under our beds or haunt our nightmares. But for those of us who encounter these fearsome creatures, the interaction is all too real.
People have been saying I'm crazy for years. Don't believe me. Well, I tell you what, when you see a minotaur with a 50-foot man, that's it.
The police told me that he had ran off with his secretary, that I know that's not what really happened. I heard later about someone that was investigating monsters and that he had found a hunting tag for a radiologist. And my husband was a radiologist for 17 years.
The tag she's referencing is one of these, a human hunting tag.
Jogger.
Of course.
I got a jogger tag. I mean, it's the most common. It's the one you're probably going to get anyway. Either that or a hiker. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can't do that one.
What's the matter?
Everybody could bench press me.
Yeah, I got a hiker last year. Not a lot of meat on him. I'm really hoping my luck will change this year, though. You see that? You see that? Historian! Motherfucking historian! Domesticated targets are really rare. There's only a few dozen of them given out across the whole country.
It's not that I'm jealous. No, not much anyway. I mean, it's just that a jogger doesn't present much of a challenge. Now, a history teacher, oh, you can't beat a history teacher. But literally, you can't beat it. Shut up back there! I'm doing an interview!
These monsters take the sport of human hunting very seriously. Obviously, outside of rare reports like the one we are doing, they are extremely discreet.
Oh, well, you have to be. Have you ever been on the receiving end of an angry mob? Pitchforks shoving up your ass? Hurts like a motherfucker, man. I like to stalk my prey for a while. Kind of get to know their schedules. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of fun to go out and go eat and kill somebody famous and eat them on live TV. But, giving the bird to the whole world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, patience is the watchword.
Yeah, Shazbok is really good at luring his prey to him. This once, about 15 years back, he got a businessman. He took him and beat him with his own briefcase. I think he still uses that to this day.
It's an effective weapon and pretty quirky, but I like that.
After several days of hunting, this year's prey is decided upon. Tom Percival, historian and local history teacher at Harryhausen High School.
I could take him out right now if I wanted to, like through a window or something, but where the hell's the sport in that? So I sent him a letter telling him he had won Teacher of the Year. This asshole, right? Said there was a television crew coming over and they're going to interview him.
I wasn't surprised, but extremely honored. Lots of times as a teacher, you can feel way overworked, very underappreciated.
Well, I actually chose him because he's a monster historian. He's compiled a lot of history about my people. Bigfoot, for example. F***ing Bigfoot. I found it a funny bit of irony, though. You know what I mean?
I was on a self-discovery trip in Multnomah, Oregon, and I was under one of the waterfalls, and As my eyes were clearing with the water, I looked out and I saw Bigfoot. He just...
I sent out an anonymous tip. Bigfoot and his old lady gonna be knocking boots back here in the cave. He's coming to check it out.
The thought of seeing Bigfoot mating, it's so exciting. I brought my own camera.
This cave has been specially prepared for the historian. Okay, it gets a little tight down here. Here are some of the tags. Jogger tag. Oh, this is so neat. Then, of course, you have the history teacher. Reporter tag. That it was a history teacher.
Brett! Get out now! Go!
Run!
This is great! This is
Mr.
perfect.
Percival!
No! His instructions are very
Shut up!
clear.
We have to get away now!
I've never worked with monsters.
It's
but
a
you're
trap!
supposed to stay right here.
This is a trap!
When they contacted me and they told me I could do this, and then I said, well, could I put it in my book? And I've got this book. It's called Monster Hunters, like common, like monsters gotta eat, and like monsters gone wild. But it's all gonna go in the book.
Like I said, it's all about getting your prey to come to you. A few months of planning, a phone call to a crazy historian, and you fill your reporter tag. For Uncovered America, I'm full.
Thank you, Brett, for that wonderful story. At this time, I'd like to announce Brett's departure from our program, as he has decided to go deep undercover into the belly of the beast, as it were. Well, we need to take a commercial break, but when we come back, reporter Brian Murphy will take us into the mysterious world of Chinese penis punchers. Are you on the hit list? Find out when we come back.
I got to a point in my life where my gallbladder rejected my body, and I had to do a mass D&C on my gallbladder.
I may even use it on this year's kill. We'll just have to see.
It almost tastes like ginger, really. Have you ever had ginger? God, it's amazing.
You see a 7-foot baby with laser beams that shoot out of its eyes, a 12-foot lizard man with 6 arms, a purple zebra with mushrooms for eyes. Man, that's it.
Bigfoot. Camera hogging son of a bitch. That's what he is.
Yeah, I'm pissed off I didn't get a reporter tag like Shazbach did. You know, dance hiker. Now, it's always next year.
Have you ever seen those commercials from Jack Links? Kind of like that, but a lot different. But very much the same.
And they'll pop their tag. It won't even cost them $20.
You Sasquatch.